Last time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer. 3 roommates continue the search for clues to find out if their neighbor across the street, Professor X, murdered his lover, Nancy. We rejoin the gang in their pursuit of truth on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Out the window late one night, we saw a terrifying sight. Our neighbor murdering his wife.
Allegedly.
We search for clues to find the truth.
Please help me.
To catch a killer on the loose.
There's blood everywhere.
Become the greatest roommate sleuths.
Anybody got any clues?
Welcome back to Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Hello.
We are here today. It's me and Guy.
Michelle's dead.
No, really, she's not. Michelle is not here. Okay, she's still on vacation in Boca Raton, Florida.
Are you like legally obligated to say it like that? Because
No,
you
it's
just keep saying it like
it's
that,
just
so.
a matter of joy for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I go there because I love to say Boca Raton.
I feel like if you went there, like everyone from there would hate you.
Probably, yeah. It's one of those things where, is it like Louisiana or Louisiana or Louisiana? You know,
Yeah.
everybody, probably locals have their preference,
And
but I'm
in-
going to call it Boca Raton.
And in Louisiana, there's Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge.
Yeah, let's not get sidetracked. Okay, so it's me, Brandon, and Guy today. Michelle's on vacation, but
In
we're
a
here.
gutter.
We're on. No, she's not.
I
in
just have a feeling.
She's probably. We've covered this, collecting things somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe clues. Maybe she's collecting clues, and we are collecting clues right now because first we're gonna do our part and take a look at what's that guy doing over there. We don't need it, but it's appreciated. Thank you, Guy, for the extra sound effect.
I was playing Michelle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Irreplaceable, right?
Yeah,
Should
she
we even
does it
try?
so much better.
Okay.
What's he doing?
Oh. Well, there's smoke, but he's not smoking a pipe this time.
It's out of a trash bin. He just has he's sitting on the couch. There's a trash bin like right up in between his legs, and it's
Wow.
smoking.
There's I can see flames coming out of the...
That's a hazard.
Evidence! He's burning evidence! He's burning evidence.
Okay, you're jumping to that. You jumped.
It has... Okay, it doesn't have to be.
Let's
But why?
let's
Who
stay
burns
on
something
ground.
in an apartment building?
You know what? It's very fishy, and I don't know exactly what to say to play devil's advocate at this point. But I just don't want us to get ahead of ourselves.
I'm just excited. I'm writing this down right now because this is the most exciting thing he's done.
You're very excited. You cracked the fat one.
No, I did not. Okay, first of all, pants are weirdly shaped. It's you know
need
that.
to buy new pants.
I need to buy new pants. These are ill-fitting pants, okay? But I'm saying I watched him for a solid 3 or 4 hours today during my little shift of this before I went out for a job interview, which
You didn't get
it
it.
did not work out. No.
I honestly, when you told me the requirements you needed for that job, I
I was
immediately
not,
said don't.
No, I was
go.
not qualified.
I said
and
don't even email them again because I don't
They
think you're
very
safe.
much knew that from moment one. I watched him for 3 or 4 hours today, and listen to me. All he did was wash the same bowl in the sink.
Oh.
The bowl looked pristinely clean, but within that time, I saw him wash it. He would walk away from it. It seemed like he had a second thought. He would go back and rewash it. I don't know what was happening there.
Maybe he has obsessive
He
compulsive
might.
disorder.
That's all I'm saying. But whatever that is, it's boring to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I feel like kind of just upset with you.
Me?
Yeah, because he does something boring, you're upset. He does something interesting, you're also kind of upset.
No, I'm not upset. I'm not upset that
don't
he's
know.
doing something interesting. I'm
I don't know.
excited.
I don't know, you seem... We're really not on the same page here.
We're kind of scouring at each other right now. It's a real face-off.
You're going to blink first.
You're
Sometimes
right.
if you tell someone...
You're right. I'm going to blink first because I need to now introduce our next guest.
Hey!
Welcome.
Welcome!
Hey guys, what's going on?
We are so glad to have
we're
you.
in a bit of a fight right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Like,
Tense. You can feel it in the room.
Yeah.
we don't mean to make you uncomfortable, so feel very welcomed here.
Thanks.
But Jai and I,
just know that like we like you. We're happy to have you. But this whole episode, Brandon and I will have a bit of tension between us.
That's fine. I deal with tension every day in my life.
oh, really? Tell us more about it.
Can
Who
you-
are you?
yeah,
What do you
introduce
do?
yourself.
Oh, right. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm sorry. My name's Mychal Clooney.
Mychal Clooney.
Michael with a Y. You pick where it goes. And I'm an activist by trade and by lifestyle, really.
Oh wow! I just gotta ask. You probably get this all the time. Any relationship to George?
Okay, nothing confirmed. But my mom is really, really obsessed with George Clooney. She's got a whole magazine rack. Every magazine he's ever been on, she gets and says, "That's your dad." And to which my real dad, Gary, says, "No." But poor Gary. But yeah, no relation that I know of. Maybe.
Your mom has like any kind of sense of humor that might point to this is just a joke, or no? She's like she is all business.
She's a straight shooter most of the time. But my mom, she can laugh. She can have fun.
I wonder. I feel like a big tell would be, does she only do it when Gary's around? Because if she's only doing it with Gary around, it's kind of like a jab at Gary. But
well, I call Gary dad because he's my dad. But when dad's around, yeah, she does it when he's not around. Like we go to the movies. We went to see Michael Clayton, and she said, "That's who you're named after." And I said, "Mom, that movie came out in 2005. I was born in 1995. Do your math. That's 10 years." But she still she makes jokes. It's funny. Life's just a whole bunch of giggles in the Clooney household.
Well, now you say that, but you're also an activist, which I feel like could be very serious business.
oh yeah, you got to take that seriously because honestly, we are in a political climate right now.
Tell me about it. It's hot,
It's hot and heavy, and
humid.
It's humid. I've been sweating a lot lately. Just watching the news,
Politically sweating. Yeah.
politically sweating, and I just want to know, what can we do?
What can we do? Well, my current gig is working for Greenpeace about the Great Barrier Reef. If you've ever heard of it, it's a barrier reef off the coast of Australia, the right side of Australia, and it's dying.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Well, can I ask, because I am ignorant, what's so great about it?
Great Barrier Reef. Well, it's appeared in a couple films. It's Crocodile Dundee, Finding Nemo.
I am on board then. I love those movies.
So it's kind of like,
Brandon's a big film buff.
yeah, you know how like when you see like guys like Tom Arnold who are like not doing well these days, like they used to be in like a bunch of TV shows and stuff, and like now they're not. That's kind of what's happening in the Great Barrier Reef. Like everybody used to be like that's a reason to go to Australia, and like now it's like everybody cares about like that big floating plastic in the ocean, and nobody cares about the Great Barrier Reef anymore. So I'm doing my part here in the city to just let everybody know what's going on down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Do you are you one of the street people? Is that how you? What?
Yeah. I'm on the
Canvasser.
street. Yeah, canvasser.
Okay,
I'm on the
canvas.
street team, is what I like to call it. I'm kind of head of my clique. You ever seen the film The Warriors?
Yes.
It's kind of like that. I'm the guy that clicks the bottles to get people's attention. I say, sign my petition.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's really more of an awareness campaign.
Gotcha.
We're not really signing to do anything. It's just kind of, it's awareness. Make everybody aware. The Great Barrier Reef's out there, and she's hurting.
Right. And I
Yeah.
feel like most of the movements I see anymore are just awareness. Like, hey, this exists. We don't really care what you do about it one way or the other, but know that it's there.
I don't know. I end up donating to just about every person.
Oh, I definitely don't, but I know that they're all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes. A lot of people don't like talking to me. I find that the trick is to change the tone of your voice while you're talking to them. Like, hey, do you have a minute to talk about the Great Barrier Reef?
That is catchy. Like, I have to listen to you when you say that.
If anything, I'd stop just to make sure you're okay.
Exactly. And that's people stop and they say, should I call for help? And I say, yeah, you should. I'd like to report abuse of the Great Barrier Reef by corporations all around the world. Tesla, Apple, let's toss them in there. Eddie Bauer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Putting
Big
boots
one.
on the reef. Shouldn't do that. Reef sandals, you know?
Oh.
They're contributing. How do you
God.
open, you know, they have those flip-flops that have
Yeah.
the bottle opener in the bottom?
Right.
Right.
Where do those bottles go?
More garbage going right into the. Oh.
And it's going in that plastic trash island. Everybody talks about the trash island, forgets about the Great Barrier Reef.
And those sandals are made out of the reef.
Really?
I
just get mad at the whole name.
I thought that's
I'm
why
trying to
they
do
were
the math
called
on that. I'm really trying to figure that out.
If they're not, I overpaid for those sandals.
See, well, now I'm torn because I want to support the reef by like wearing it, you know, and like wearing the colors, but like I don't want to hurt it,
Right. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, their mission statement's very confusing to
Oh
me.
man, you guys have thrown me in a tizzy. I'm gonna be real honest. You threw me in a tizzy.
I didn't. Okay. We did not mean to get you worked up here and now. We're on your side. Let me assure you of
We
that.
hate each other.
Thank you.
Sure. We cannot, right now in this moment, like I would say 90% of the time, love each other.
Okay.
Perfectly in love with
Yeah.
each other.
Oh, in love.
But
madly head over
deeply
heels.
staring into those pools of your eyes.
Pools of what?
Pools of they like glisten. I don't
hate
even know
your-
what they
I
would be.
hate your-
You son of a bitch.
Take me away.
The support means a lot. Thank you, Guy.
Yes,
Thank
of
you,
course.
other Guy. That really means a lot
Yeah.
from both of you guys.
Yeah. And now when you say guy and other guy, his name is Guy, just so you're aware.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Not to
isn't
be
that neat?
confusing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I am another guy, so I'm not going to correct you there.
Thanks.
Did that make you mad? That seemed to make you mad.
No.
Oh, I'm
wow,
sorry.
We're totally on opposite pages today, Brandon.
What? Of what?
Okay.
What book are we reading?
I don't know, but whatever it is, yours is upside down. Michael, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. Fellas, let's just get on the same page. And the page we're going to be on is this petition that I carried into your apartment.
Oh my God. Oh,
There's
wow.
a lot of
It's-
pages to that.
Yeah,
There's a
wow,
lot.
that is a stack of pages.
It is. A lot of them are my own signatures for different cartoon characters, George Clooney characters, relatives, just to fill out space. Because if I don't turn in a petition that's signed, I might
Wait, so you just...
I might lose my.
You have
Sorry,
to
I'm
meet a
confused.
quota?
There's a quota.
You're forging signatures?
I'm not forging signatures because Bugs Bunny can't sign an actual petition.
True, he's not speaking for Bugs Bunny. because
Yeah,
Bugs
neither
Bunny
can the
can't.
main character of Solaris, which
I'm
is a movie starring George Clooney.
Right.
that-
George Clooney, yeah.
Very good.
I'm
Right.
sorry. I feel like I used forge, which has like a very negative connotation.
Tell me about it. Forges make greenhouse gases that go towards killing things.
Mm-hmm.
So true, Michael. I have to ask. I've had moments where I've felt like canvassers have approached me and it's just been a lot to handle. And like I've never heard the perspective of the canvasser.
That's true. And to that, I offer you a riddle.
Okay.
Do you watch professional basketball?
I do not.
I do not know.
but I
Neither of us do.
accept
We
your
really
riddle.
don't have cable, and it's hard for us.
Was
if we
that
wanted
the
to.
riddle? Because
Okay, no, I can switch it up. How many times have you seen the hit film You've Got Mail?
Okay,
A few,
at
yeah.
least
A
once.
few. Yeah.
I believe that's the one with Tom Hanks.
Yes,
Right.
and Meg Ryan.
And Meg Ryan.
Yep.
America's Sweetheart, Meg Ryan.
Sure.
Meg Ryan. What happened to Meg Ryan?
That's another thing I've been trying to
Bring
figure out.
That's
awareness
another
to
riddle.
Meg Ryan. She's like a Great Barrier Reef.
See, and that's
Yeah.
the riddle in it, is that's the Great Barrier Reef. Of everybody has their Great Barrier Reef. You know, like Meg Ryan has fame and fortune again. I have the Great Barrier Reef. My mom has George Clooney's wife is her Great Barrier Reef because she wants to be it. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
so you wanna be the Great Barrier Reef?
In a way, don't we all?
Yeah, just
Talking
want
to
people to
town?
notice us,
Yeah.
to think we're something.
Something greater than we are. The 17th wonder of the world.
Yeah.
The
But
Great
that-
Barrier Reef.
I mean, that's just kind of sad to me to a certain degree because that means like you'll also be forgotten at some point and people will stop caring about you.
It's true. It's true.
Until there's someone to carry on your torch, which is what you're doing, my friend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You're
I
going to
mean,
need a you to carry on your legacy.
You know, when I left my parents' house this morning, I was feeling pretty low.
Oh no,
no.
Michael.
I looked in the mirror and I said, "You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything important."
That's not true. I can say that's not true. I wasn't thinking
You know-
a single thought about the Great Barrier Reef or George Clooney for that fact until today.
Oh my
See,
God.
and then I walk in here and you guys are just the nicest nicest guys I've ever met. And I don't mean to use your name over and over again, but you guys are just the nicest.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
I mean, we try to be, we talk about such, horrible things all the time, like murder and death.
I heard about a murder.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
This is along the lines of exactly what you're trying to do with the Great Barrier Reef. We are trying to do the same thing.
Oh my God,
with
wait.
the murder of Nancy.
Nancy
our
is
neighbor. It's our Great Barrier Reef.
Oh my God.
I can't even.
This is flipping my lid.
This is what we're saying. You have your purpose bringing that attention to people about the reef. We have our purpose in bringing attention about this possible murder. We believe it's a murder. It might be a murder. It could not be a murder, but
it's probably
it's worth looking into.
We should look into it.
You probably should. Murder's pretty big.
Yes.
And the murder I'm thinking about is the murder of George Clooney's heart when he opens the door to Vera Farmiga's house and finds that she's married with a kid the whole time and up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh.
And his heart just dies. And that's a murder because it was her fault. I mean, what do you need?
Was his Great Barrier Reef.
Right?
Yeah.
And what do you need for a murder? You need fault. You need emotion.
Motive.
Motive. And you need like some sort of bludgeoning device.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether it's your hands, a bat, a clipboard that has a bunch of fake signatures on it.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
God. When you put it so plainly, it feels like our job gets easier, it seems like. That's all we need. We need just a little bit of evidence, a little bit of motive.
A little bit of emotion.
Yeah.
And a bludgeoning tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we have any of those things? Well, motive. Okay, let's
We
go down
think
the
we
list.
have some motives. This is the thing. If nothing else, we are just absolutely flush with clues and motives right now. And we can always use more because we want to consider all possibilities. And that kind of brings us to a question that we sort of want to ask you about, which is about our neighbor across the street. You've been canvassing, you've been seeing people around this neighborhood.
I've been in this neighborhood for a solid 6 hours today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And during that time, I know for a fact that our neighbor across the way here, you can look out our window. He's over there.
Is he
back at that
burning
dish.
something?
He's still, the trash can is still slightly burning.
Yeah.
And he's back at that freaking bowl. What is he? He has left his house today. I can say that because when I got here and started my shift, he was not in his house and he came home. This guy here, we call Professor X. We believe he murdered his lover, wife, Nancy, girlfriend. We don't know.
Something. She was
definitely living there with him.
Yeah.
And then was suddenly gone.
Their connection was definitely romantic. They've had romantic moments that we've witnessed.
Yeah.
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're lucky enough.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy when I talked to him today.
Wait, you talked to him today?
Oh my God. Okay. This is exactly what we need. Go
We've
on.
never talked to him.
No.
So you honestly have already more information than we have.
Well, I was canvassing as normal. I'm walking around wearing my Birks, flip-flopping around, passing out flyers, asking for signatures. I knock on his door. I give him a whole stack of flyers that I say, hand out at your local community center, hand it out at work. Maybe join us. We're doing a cleanup in the park next week for the Great Barrier Reef. And I hand him a whole stack and he goes, says something like, I'll think about it. And then he closes the door. Seemed nice enough, man.
Did he seem nice? Because that's my first question is like, did he seem menacing? Did he seem pleasant? Some of the greatest killers ever were like very nice and charming people.
Right.
So that's my first question. You really think totally nice guy on the surface?
I think a lot of people are nice on the surface. For instance, my bully growing up, Charlie, he seemed nice on the surface until he was pounding my face into the pavement. And like even the next day, benefit of the doubt, maybe it was a rough day for Charlie. Maybe some homework really got him stumped in a tizzy. And then, it wasn't until I'm in the toilet drowning during a swirly that I realized it happens. It made me who I am. It wasn't until that moment when I realized, not only is Charlie just in a tough place, he could be a nice guy. I assume everybody's a nice guy. Also, he's dating my sister.
That's very astute of you. to realize that about Charlie, but can I ask you, not to bring up any, harsh feelings from the past, did you feel like people noticed you during that time? They realized you were in some trouble?
Well, I tended to blend in, mostly because I went through a phase while I was protesting the war where I wore camo every day. Because I said, you can't see me much, like people are too busy paying attention to the war and not to the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, I think people started to ignore me at that point.
Oh.
Didn't think I was a nice guy.
Maybe if you would have just had someone canvassing for you.
Yeah.
You really think
Yeah.
people would do that for me?
I think
yeah.
I think so. I think you are a cause worth fighting for.
Mm-hmm. And I would say we're getting past a surface level knowledge of you at this point. So nice on the surface. I think we're beyond that.
And I've had no, feeling like I want to beat you up or anything.
Yeah. Or like you've, left more trash on the floor than I have.
Yeah. Or like maybe it's time to move out.
Or
like
maybe you're not always getting the rent in on time.
Maybe the AC shouldn't be on right now.
Possibly there's like
cold
an
in here.
issue with how loud you are past 10 o'clock.
Maybe you love me and you just don't want to admit it.
I see what you guys are doing.
What?
You're making
We were talking about you.
You're using me as a prop, and you're focusing on your roommate fight.
Oh my God.
And guess what we
wow.
haven't talked about in the last 30 seconds?
What?
The GBR.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that one.
G stands for great. B stands
Barrier.
for barrier. R stands for reef. Come on, guys.
I'm there with you now.
Are you?
You know what?
Are you?
I do feel like we took a small detour away from the GBR, and then we came right back, and now I'm back. The Great Barrier Reef still. We're still talking about the Great Barrier Reef.
I thought we were talking about
Ruth Bader
Yeah.
Ginsburg. Yeah.
No.
RG.
She does it all the time.
RBG.
She says cool stuff in the news, and she's like still alive and all that stuff, and like kind of like the last bastion of hope that we have as a country, and like
She's also a Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is like,
wait a minute.
that's like an amazing epiphany.
Do you guys have a minute to talk about Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yeah, I guess we do.
What's your favorite decision? I know what mine is.
Oh God.
Her decision to put her pants on 2 legs at a time, just like everybody else does.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my favorite RBG.
Yeah.
I think my favorite decision is that she decided to like keep living and like push forward.
Yeah.
Because if she died, like, we'd lose that seat.
It'd be
We'd lose
bad.
that seat.
It's kind of like if you die, you're not there to call fives, and then somebody takes your seat, right?
Right.
That's kind
right.
of, it happens to us every day. It happened to me on the bus every day. Charlie would say, get up. I'd stand up. He'd take my seat and say, move to the front.
Oh, God.
Losers sit at the front.
Oh my God. I don't want to bust in here on this conversation, but do you think this would be awful? This would be truly awful. Do you think
I already hate it. Oh,
Professor X might have burned your petition that you gave him?
God. Is that what he was throwing into the garbage?
Oh no. This guy sounds like a monster.
That's totally...
And I called him a
is.
nice guy.
He is a monster. It's not your fault because
Surface level.
was an angel and she fell for it too.
Brandon, that vein's popping out again.
She was just a beautiful creature that was on Earth that also didn't get enough attention, I don't think, by the outside world. And I think we all could take a moment to just reflect on how some wonderful people are here for a very brief time and they don't get their due.
All I'm saying is that he stole her life, and I think he's a Great Barrier thief.
I love that. I love that.
Guy,
I love that.
Because we're fighting right now, I don't want to like that.
But I saw the tear fall from your eye, so I know you liked it.
If you come down to my corner tomorrow and you hear me use that, I hope you don't think that I'm a Great Barrier thief.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to be a Great Barrier friend to you because you're being a Great Barrier friend to me.
You're the greatest barrier friend I've had.
You're being...
I feel like I am a barrier between you two talking sometimes.
No. You have brought us together, I think, in a lot of ways. You've given us information. Hopefully, we've given you some things.
I've learned.
There's one more thing that we would like to ask you here today, and it's a little question we call, How He Done Did It? Okay, so in this question, we like to ask the guests, how would someone with your knowledge, your skills, your know-how, your information, anything, be able to commit a heinous crime, perhaps a murder, really anything? We just want to know how criminals might get around in the world today.
We're trying to get into the mind of a murderer.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come with me real quick. I'm gonna hop in the brain of a murderer that I know, and that's the CEO of Virgin Mobile Phones, Richard Branson.
So true.
So I'm Richard Branson. I wake up out of a 3-day bender.
Probably do not put your pants on two legs at a time.
Probably no. He probably puts on a kilt or something he can pull off. Because
Like, who does that?
a certain level of wealth, you can just wear whatever you want. So I wake up on a spaceship or something, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking down at Earth and I think, yeah, I could buy that. And so what I do is that I keep pushing out mobile phones that beam up to the satellites, that junk up the atmosphere, that block the rays of the sun from getting in, perhaps bleaching a certain colorful reef down there on the right side of Australia.
God.
Depending on what side you look at. Maybe if you're looking at the middle of the ocean, it looks like it's on the left side of the ocean, right side. Anyway, long story short, it's a long-term play. I murder them by eroding the atmosphere, the ozone, if you will, and I erode the ozone as much as I can until their children's children can't breathe anymore, and then retrospectively they can't breathe.
My God.
This was mass
got
homicide.
me worked up. You've got me worked up about this.
Yeah.
You didn't just murder one person, you murdered everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah, or I cut his brake lines after he's done making out with my sister.
And then he's out of
wait,
there.
now you're doing what we were
you're
doing.
taking our question, you're making it about very personally about
Charlie.
something in your past.
I didn't say his name.
No, but it's definitely, I've got to be honest.
It was Charlie, though.
My sister makes out with a lot of guys.
Yeah, but you said it's her boyfriend.
Well, yeah, but all right, fine. It was Charlie.
Yes.
Okay.
We solved one case.
That was one save call.
You guys are good.
That was a
Thank you.
case solved. And
Thank you.
I feel like for your sake, that was an awareness you brought to yourself.
I'm aware now that I have flaws, and I need to take a look at the mirror, and I gotta stop saying you're worthless and start saying what's wrong with you.
I don't know if that's better.
I don't think you should do that.
You know what you should do? Post-its.
Post-its?
Post-its
Oh, yeah,
on the mirror.
Positive things.
Like
to
reminders of what I did. I should tattoo myself of what I did the day before.
That's memento.
So-
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
Was George Clooney in that movie?
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't?
But he probably could have been.
He'd make a good
Honestly,
memento.
he was probably a producer or something.
Yeah.
I think he's the best Batman.
I think
Controversial.
we need another episode just to cover that
Okay.
statement.
This is very cool. I really hope NPR pays you guys for this because this is.
No, we're
I
doing
love
this.
public radio. I'm a big fan. I signed every petition
We
they
do
put in front of me.
this. Yeah, we do this.
Yeah, I have to
for
say,
nothing.
we would love to get your message out to like millions of people as much as we'd like to get our own message out to
Then
millions
let's-
of people.
Let's do it. Let's take over one of Richard Branson's satellites and just beam it down.
That's going to be maybe a plan for another day. As of right now, though, we can promise you tens of people, and that's
At
something.
least,
Real
at
people?
least my mom
Real people?
Yeah.
is listening.
Yes.
to
Oh,
this.
yeah. Real people. I mean, I
Not
don't know. I
cartoon
guess there could
characters?
be bots downloading episodes, and
I'm sure some of them are fake.
yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
At least 30.
You know what? What I've learned in my line of work, there's a lot of fakes out there. But you guys should know that you have a fan, a friend, and a Great Barrier Reef in me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I appreciate that so much. And I would like to say from there, we would like to prove that you out there are also not fake and are here with us trying to solve this case. If you'd like to participate in this case with us, you can email us at sleuthmates@gmail.com, sleuthmates@gmail.com. You can also text, voicemail, I don't know what else you do with that, at 815-570-9979. I don't know why every time it comes to the phone number, I get confused about what a phone number can do.
I don't know. That's something for another episode.
Yeah,
I think.
that's something I need to look in a mirror and,
Well,
and kind
yeah.
of figure out.
Yeah.
And that's Gmail with a G, right?
Gmail with a G,
Okay.
Yes.
and then mail follows
Yes.
Okay.
after that.
And remember to rate, review, subscribe on iTunes because we need people listening to this so we can save the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, if not for us, for the
Please.
GBR.
Yeah,
Please.
do it for the GBR, for the RBG, like...
Do it for whatever initials you want. You
Yeah.
know, I'll be down on the corner of Kingsbury and North Avenue for
Yeah.
probably the next 3 weeks. If you guys need to hear a little bit more about what I have to say, hop on in.
Yeah.
I'll
And
talk
if
to you.
nothing else, I feel like Mychal will help you find your Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Stop, guys. You guys are too nice. I feel like today I went out looking for signatures and I found 2 friends.
Oh, totally.
Sign me up. I'm ready.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
Oh,
remember.
he pulled out a petition.
Oh, yeah, he does want
He
us to sign
wants
Did
it.
you
us
just
to
sign?
actually-
I just need it in writing.
Okay, yeah, I
Because-
guess.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
do
you.
that.
Here's my scroll.
Okay.
Here's
Okay.
We
mine.
are officially friends, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very
And
official.
Guy, that feels like that petition is also between us.
Yeah, I feel like we started on a rough note.
Mm-hmm.
We're on a slightly better note.
Yeah,
I think it could only go uphill from here unless it goes downhill.
that seems very likely. Remember, love thy neighbor,
Or they might just murder you.
Bye.
So many questions left to answer. Is it true that my father might be Peter Sagal? Mom? How do I bring awareness to the fact that I'm single? Could Ruth Bader Ginsburg also live underwater? And of course, did Professor X murder Nancy? All this and more next time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.